Right then, let's talk about smart for years. If you thought smart car, you pictured those dinky little four-wheel city cars, brilliant for nipping through traffic and squeezing into parking spots. A London taxi wouldn't even glance at. They were quirky, they were small, and they served a purpose. No doubt about it, but times, as they say, are changing, and smart has been doing some serious changing itself. The brand, now a joint effort between the stalwarts at Mercedes-Benz and the Chinese automotive giant Geely, has decided to think bigger, much, much bigger, and entirely electric, which is where the real shift comes into play. This isn't just a gentle evolution. Mind you, it's a full-blown reinvention. Smart is moving away from its micro-car roots and planting its flag firmly in the electric SUV territory. We first saw this new direction with the Smart #1, a rather smart pun intended, naturally compact electric crossover, which was then followed by the Number 3, a slightly sleeker, more coupe-like version of its sibling. These cars signaled clear intent. Smart was growing up, and it was embracing the electric revolution with open arms. They were no longer just about the tight city streets. They were aiming for a broader appeal. The journey from the tiny 4.2 and the slightly less tiny 4.4 to what we have now is quite something. Imagine telling someone a decade ago that Smart would be producing a proper family-sized SUV. They'd have probably choked on their cuppa. But here we are, this new era for Smart means leveraging the engineering prowess of Mercedes for design and safety, and the electric vehicle platform expertise of Geely. It's a potent combination, and it's allowed Smart to completely transform its identity and product lineup in a remarkably short space of time, aiming to capture a new generation of EV buyers. And that brings us to the latest and indeed largest chapter in this new Smart story. The Smart #5, this isn't just another electric SUV, it's Smart's statement piece, a vehicle designed to take the brand beyond urban. As their own marketing bods like to say, it's a clear signal that Smart is no longer content with just being a city car specialist. They're aiming for the open road, for family adventures, and for a slice of that ever-growing, highly competitive electric SUV market. It's a bold move, and one that truly shows how far this brand has come from its humble, compact beginnings. So how big is this Smart #5 then? Well, forget everything you thought you knew about smart car dimensions. This machine is a proper grown-up SUV. We're talking nearly 4.7 meters long, around 1.9 meters wide, and standing about 1.7 meters tall. To put that into perspective for you, it's actually a touch larger than something like a Skoda Enyaq, which is a fair old lump of a car itself. So yes, this is a significant vehicle, a far cry from the days when you could practically park a smart car sideways in a standard parking bay. It's got presence, that's for sure. When it comes to the styling, Smart hasn't just scaled up one of its old designs. Oh no, the #5 has its own distinct personality, though you can see some family resemblances. If you squint, some have said it looks a bit like a smoothed off, shrunken down G-Wagon, especially with its boxier, more upright stance compared to the curvier #1 and #3. There are also hints of the Mercedes GLB or EQB in its proportions, which isn't a bad thing at all, lending it a certain rugged but premium appeal. It's certainly not shy and retiring in the looks department, aiming for a robust and confident aesthetic. One of the standout design features at the front is the newly split light bar. This gives the #5 what Smart calls a tough face, and it does lend it a more assertive look than its smaller siblings. It's all very modern, very EV, with clean lines, but also some interesting details that catch the eye. The designers have clearly tried to balance a futuristic feel with a sense of go-anywhere capability. It's not just a blob, there's character here, an attempt to make it look as adventurous as it's beyond urban. Tagline suggests you certainly won't mistake it for anything else in the supermarket car park. Overall, the Smart #5 looks like it means business. It's a substantial vehicle with a design that feels both contemporary and a little bit rugged. It's shed the cutesy image of old Smarts and embrace something more assertive and, dare I say, more mainstream in its appeal while still retaining a dash of that distinctive smart quirkiness, especially in the details. It's a car that wants to be taken seriously, not just as an EV, but as a capable and stylish family SUV ready for whatever you throw at it or wherever you decide to point its tough-looking nose. Now let's get to the heart of any electric vehicle and the battery, and crucially, how far it'll take you before you need to plug it in. The Smart number 5 offers a couple of different battery options, which is always good to see, allowing buyers to pick what suits their needs and budget. The first option, likely found in the entry-level models, is a 74.4 kilowatt-hour lithium iron phosphate, or LFP battery. This unit operates on a 400-volt architecture, which is pretty standard fare for many EVs on the market today, offering a decent balance of capacity and cost. For those who want to go further, or perhaps desire the benefits of more advanced battery tech, there's a larger option, a 94 kilowatt-hour nickel manganese cobalt battery. This one is quite a bit beefier in terms of capacity and comes paired with a more sophisticated 800-volt architecture. This higher voltage system isn't just about packing in more energy. It also plays a crucial role in how quickly the car can recharge, but we'll get to that a bit later. For now, just know that this bigger battery is the one you'll want for maximum range. So what does this mean in terms of actual driving distance? Well, the official WLTP figures give us a good idea. The model with the smaller 74.4 kilowatt-hour battery, which is the Pro version, is quoted with a range of around 288 miles on a full charge. That's a respectable figure, perfectly adequate for most daily driving, and a good few longer journeys too. It should comfortably handle the school run, the weekly shop, and the commute, with plenty left in reserve for those unexpected trips that always seem to crop up during the week. If you opt for one of the models equipped with the larger 94 kilowatt-hour battery, such as the Pro Plus or the premium rear-wheel drive variants, you're looking at a much more impressive WLTP range of up to 366 miles. Now that's starting to get into serious long distance touring territory, significantly reducing range anxiety for those big family holidays or cross-country adventures. Even the all-wheel drive versions with this big battery, like the Pulse Summit Edition and the Mighty Brabus, still offer a very healthy 335 miles of range. Despite their extra performance, Hardware Smart isn't making things overly complicated, but there's a decent spread of number 5 versions to choose from, ensuring there's likely a model that fits your specific needs and desires. Kicking things off is the entry-level Pro model. This version comes equipped with the 74.4 kilowatt-hour battery and a single electric motor powering the rear wheels, producing a healthy 335 horsepower. It's designed to be the most accessible way into number 5 ownership, offering a good balance of range, performance, and standard equipment for everyday driving requirements. Without breaking the bank, moving up the ladder, you'll find the Pro Plus and Premium trims. These are the ones to go for. If maximizing your driving range is a top priority, both feature the larger 94 kilowatt-hour battery, again paired with a rear-mounted electric motor, but this time it's tuned to produce 358 horsepower. The key difference here is that substantial jump in potential mileage, making these variants ideal for longer journeys or those who prefer more juice in reserve. For those craving more room for an all-wheel drive, Smart offers the Pulse and Summit Edition models. These variants use the larger battery, but add a second electric motor to the front axle. This twin motor setup significantly boosts power to 579 horsepower and 474 pound-feet of torque. This translates to much quicker acceleration and more secure handling in slippery conditions, making them great for performance-oriented drivers or those in areas with unpredictable weather. And then at the very top of the Smart number 5 tree sits the bravest model. If you know Brabus, you know it means serious performance. And it's no different here. This version takes the twin motor setup and turns the wick up even further, unleashing 637 horsepower. It also gets sporty Brabus styling cues, unique 21-inch wheels, and other performance-enhancing tweaks. It's the Halo model designed for the ultimate Smart number 5 experience, combining blistering pace with SUV practicality, right? So let's talk about how quickly these Smart number 5s can get a shift on, and just as importantly, how quickly you can get them charged up again, starting with the entry-level Pro model with its 335 brake horsepower rear-wheel drive setup. You're looking at a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of around 6.9 seconds. That's perfectly respectable for a family SUV of this size, plenty quick enough for merging onto motorways or making swift progress when you need to. It's not going to set your hair on fire, but it's certainly not going to feel sluggish either, providing a smooth and responsive driving experience. Step up to the Pro Plus and Premium models with their slightly more powerful 358 brake horsepower, rear-mounted motor, and larger battery. And while Smart hasn't explicitly detailed unique 0 to 62 times for these beyond the Pro, you can expect similarly brisk, if not fractionally quicker acceleration. The main performance benefit here, aside from the range, is that sustained pulling power from the bigger battery. However, the real fireworks begin when you look at the all-wheel drive Pulse and Summit Edition models with a whopping 579 brake horsepower from their twin motors. These versions are seriously rapid. Those specific acceleration figures are still emerging. They will be significantly quicker. Then there's the Brabus with 637 horsepower. This thing is going to be properly quick. Top Gear themselves have described it as far too fast, which coming from them is quite the statement. We can expect a 0 to 62 time that will trouble genuine sports cars, making it one of the quickest family SUVs out there. It's the kind of performance that's perhaps a bit excessive for the daily school run, but undeniably thrilling if you have the roads and the inclination to use it. It's a testament to what electric power can achieve. Now charging the Pro model with its 400-volt system and 74.4 kilowatt-hour battery can DC rapid charge at speeds of up to 150 kilowatts. Smart says this will get you from 10 to 80% charge in under 30 minutes, which is pretty good and competitive in its class. However, the models with the larger 94 kilowatt-hour battery and the 800-volt architecture, that's the Pro Plus Premium Pulse, Summit Edition, and Brabus handle much faster charging. These can gulp down electricity at speeds of up to a staggering 400 kilowatts. If you can find a charger that powerful, this means a 10 to 80% top up can take less than 18 minutes. That's quick, proper quick. Step inside the Smart number 5 and you're immediately greeted by a cabin that's very much in tune with the modern obsession with screens. Dominating the dashboard in all versions is a rather lovely 13-inch OLED central infotainment screen. This is your main hub for controlling everything from navigation and media to vehicle settings and climate control. Alongside this, the driver gets a 10.25-inch digital display for all the essential driving information, speed, range, assistance systems, that sort of thing. It's a clean, contemporary layout that feels suitably high-tech for a brand new EV. If you opt for one of the higher trim levels, the screen real estate expands even further. These Porsche versions add a second 13-inch OLED touchscreen. This one's specifically for the front passenger. This allows your co-pilot to fiddle with entertainment, navigation, or other features without distracting the driver, which is a rather neat touch and adds a bit of a premium, almost lounge-like feel to the front cabin. It's the sort of feature you usually find in much more expensive luxury cars, so it's impressive to see it filtering down to the Smart number 5. But wait, there's more. As if two massive screens weren't enough, those higher spec models also come equipped with a very trick 25.6-inch augmented reality head-up display, or AR hood. This system projects vital information like navigation arrows and speed directly onto the windscreen in the driver's line of sight, making it appear as if it's floating over the road ahead. The augmented reality bit means it can overlay directions onto the actual road you're looking at, which can be incredibly helpful, especially in busy or unfamiliar urban environments. The overall impression of the interior is one of modern minimalist design, heavily reliant on these impressive displays. The quality of the screens themselves is said to be very good, with crisp graphics and responsive touch interfaces, which is crucial when so many functions are routed through them. It's a cabin that will undoubtedly appeal to tech-savvy buyers who appreciate a cutting-edge feel. Whether the almost complete lack of physical buttons is a good thing, however, is a debate for a little later on in our discussion. For now, let's just say it's very screen-centric. So you've got the impressive looks, the decent range, and a cabin packed with tech. But what's the smart number 5 actually like to drive? Well, according to early reports, it's surprisingly good. In fact, it's been described as being better to drive than you might expect, which is always a pleasant surprise. Isn't it smart? With the backing of Mercedes and Geely, seems to have put a good deal of effort into making the number 5, not just a practical box on wheels, but something that offers a degree of driver satisfaction, and crucially for a family SUV, impressive refinement on the move. The Beyond Urban tagline isn't just marketing fluff either. The number 5 feels engineered to handle more than just city streets. Its larger size and sophisticated underpinnings contribute to a composed and comfortable ride capable of soaking up bumps and imperfections in the road surface quite effectively. This makes it a relaxing car for longer journeys on motorways or roads where refinement is key to reducing fatigue. The quietness of the electric powertrain further enhances this sense of calm and making the cabin a peaceful place to be. Whether you're stuck in traffic or cruising at speed, for families, this refinement combined with the spacious interior makes the smart number 5 a very appealing prospect. There's ample room for passengers in both the front and back, and the boot should be more than capable of swallowing luggage, shopping, or the various bits and bobs that come with family life. The elevated driving position provides good visibility, and the array of driver assistance systems will offer an extra layer of safety and convenience for those daily duties, like the school run or navigating busy town centers. City drivers, despite the car's larger size compared to traditional smarts, shouldn't be too daunted either. Modern assistance features like parking sensors and cameras will help with maneuverability in tighter spots, plus the instant torque from the electric motor makes for swift and easy progress in stop-start urban traffic. While it's certainly no tiny Ford Woo, its overall footprint is still manageable, and the benefits of its electric powertrain, zero tailpipe emissions, and exemption from congestion charges in many areas remain highly attractive for urbanites looking for a larger, more versatile vehicle. No car is perfect, of course, and even with all its impressive features and newfound capabilities, the smart number 5 isn't without a few areas where some might wish for a slightly different approach. One of the main points of critique, and it's a common one in many new cars today, is the heavy reliance on those big, flashy touch